nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Hey, let me elaborate. Y'all niggas trying fake. I've been out here getting cake. It been a process to get my money straight. I remember them broke days when I ain't thought they could control. I just kept that hammer, homie, nigga, knock out your soul. If you ain't got my money on time, you better cash out. If you do that bad business, homie, don't even give me that. I've been staying out the way cause I ain't doing no dead time. Cause I ain't got time for you, little homie, I'm getting mine. Coolest nigga in the world, but don't try to test me. I won't never lead you astray, that's why the Lord bless me. I need no attention, I just keep the extension. I was me against the world, so I'm feeling like Pop. Chasing all this hundreds like I'm Zeke, but I'm from the block. Monetize the flow, just follow the formula. If you ain't trying to get that bread, then I'm ignoring ya. I'm looking for a way out, cause I'm trying to go global. These niggas ain't on they hustle, they ain't even mobile. These niggas ain't no soldier, that's what a nigga told ya. Elias Cash, nigga ain't nothing free. So you know how it is when you be coming to DC. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get.
I'm the realest in the D.O.B. Let me elaborate. Fuck your bitch.
Top of the morning. Salute to you, brothers. It is 5:18 in the evening. The boys been sitting back listening, watching. I find myself playing the role of an observer, right? An active participant, but also an observer. Yeah. Notice me a pattern, trend, something similar to when I was abroad, right? Chilling overseas. I noticed come election time, it's the whole Harts and Minds campaign. And when I was gone, I saw a lot of that Harts and Minds campaign. I just saw a commercial here on YouTube for Connie talking about how she gave some relief to the victims from the hurricane. You see her on the ground hugging some little black girl and her black mama, you know. And like she's acting like she genuinely cares. And I said, damn, ain't that sweet? So one could assume that they're helping even the black folks, the single mamas out here. Because that's what it appeared to be from the commercial. And I'm like, hold up though. Ain't you the same one that said I ain't got shit for you niggas but $750? And in that commercial, it went a little deeper and said, former seated president Donald J. didn't do anything for victims. And I was like, That ain't quite true, because then he spent 25 mil of his own money when FEMA ain't had nothing to give to all them folks out there that were victims of that shit. I'm like, damn. The lies are just blatant at this point. Well, alright, cool. Whatever. When I was gone, when I was overseas, traveled abroad and shit, I got to see the Harts Minds campaign and how it actually really works, because typically you have to do a Harts Minds campaign when you've done something really fucked up. Your people have deleted someone. Little Bojo done got blowed up and lost a leg or arm or finger, or got chopped down when the strike don't go quite right, and it leaves collateral damage behind. I was like, So Kami coming out there with this whack ass commercial full of lies doesn't surprise me, because you did something fucked up. You left them people up there with nothing and no way to get assistance, help, resources, because I was one of the ones that was supposed to go render aid. But then you told motherfuckers you're going to jail if you do go help. Wow, how the fuck that work? Then you commandeered the things they needed, tools, materials, so on and so forth, that was supposed to go to the people. But you out here, you ain't kissing babies, but you're hugging little black girls and they mama and saying it's gonna be okay. I'm giving you 750 for your household. While El Ray and them get 13K. So you would have to do a Hearts and Minds campaign at that point, because you done fucked up. You done fucked up. I remember one time right overseas, they had one Hearts and Minds campaign in particular. That one was because innocent children that were considered collateral damage got deleted, right? And part of that Hearts and Minds campaign was, if it's a girl, you get this much. If it's a boy, you get that much. Raising band, they would give the parents compensation, not just for that girl, but for 10 generations that she could have produced. If it was a boy, it would do 5 to 6, maybe maybe 7. I don't know. Memory gets foggy. And we were talking like large sums of money: 50,000, 60,000, 100,000. Of course, 100,000 plus for the girls, 50 for the boys. And I'm like, so y'all are gonna fix them getting unalive with money? Yeah, it's part of our Hearts and Minds campaign. I said, damn, he does some shit. Well, I wonder how many people this storm is unalive, right? But ain't no 100,000 for them. Ain't no 50,000 for them. Just $750. Just $750. Politics is a very dirty, dirty, dirty thing, Slim. And the players in it. It ain't got to be, but and it ain't got to be, but it is. These motherfuckers think we fools. To use quote Machismo's word, playing in our face. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna sit back and be like Trump didn't do anything when he gave $25 million? So you just like said, fuck it, bald face lie, go. You pulling out bald face lies like motherfucking Ash catching from Pokemon and just throwing them out there. The fuck? Beware the Hearts and Minds campaign. Cause that means they either fucked up or they plan on fucking up. You only get those when they have fucked you up or they plan on fucking you up. Straight up. The last Hearts and Minds campaign I saw when I was gone was because them people sent said little boy and said little girl to go play in a minefield as a distraction. The little boy and little girl ain't make it. They didn't. Long story short, the parents were rewarded though. What I find even more amazing is the fact that this broad has left the door wide open for people like said little boy and said little girls, parents to come on over here, unchecked. Because the reality of it is, in their country, that 150, 160,000 that they got for the lives of their children, them people gave them kids up for that. They sacrificed them. They slaughtered them for that bread. Now you didn't give that much money to said individuals and then open the door for them to come here. You've allowed brutes and savages to come here. I know a lot of hardened gangster motherfuckers, but I don't know no motherfuckers willing to sacrifice their own kids like that. So for as badass as a lot of us may think we are over here, there's some way worse people in the world, and they got free access to come here and do what they do, or keep living how they've been living. But you know, all for the hearts and minds. All about the hearts and motherfucking minds. Damn. Let me see. What up, households? How you doing, brother? Long time, good sir. Long time. No see, no hear. And yeah, Kamala is full of shit. She really fucking is. At this juncture, I'm just disgusted. I'm disgusted, bro. That fucking commercial was the stupidest fucking shit ever, dog. This bitch is faking like the aid that Trump rendered was her. And I don't know, dog. Let's see. Oh, did you house off? Oh shit. House off.
Yeah, Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, brother. How
Long
you?
time no see, man.
I know. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. It's it's um it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here.
I know. I've been documenting the shit I see and how little sense it makes to me. I also have
Mhm.
been doing a lot of comparison, bro. Um, this shit looks like wartime. I'm seeing too many things that remind me of being back over there, and
Yeah.
it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting because I'm down in that. I'm down in the area where the hurricanes hit.
Hmm.
Long story short, we tried to go to Asheville to help, and bro, we couldn't even get the fuck in. Straight up.
Really?
Yeah. You can't get in that bitch. And this whole his swear to God that she can give $750 to a community of people that are cut off from everybody else, but they ain't got a fucking mailbox. Like how the fuck are you gonna get that money away? How?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Uh.
So
So um. So the man. I think if Carmella wins, this is the end for the U.S. This is the end.
yeah,
This is definitely the end for the U.S. because we got two wars going on. You have inflation. I don't know what everybody's talking about. Trump economy is way better. It's way better than the economy under Biden and Harris, right? There wasn't
facts.
any inflation, right? Homelessness, it wasn't all-time homelessness. People were getting better. People were getting more money in their pockets, and also immigrants weren't taking away jobs.
Facts. You know, everybody bitched about okay, Trump said black jobs. Like black motherfucker, we
Mhm.
all know what black jobs are. Trucking.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows, but the
trucking,
reality of it is
bus drivers,
exactly.
delivery workers. Come on, man. We know what. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I know. But they try to make it like he threw a slur out
Construction
there or
worker.
something. Exactly. Of course, the fucking social worker. We know who that is. Keisha and them.
Yeah, and construction worker. These are traditional black jobs,
Fuck yeah. But
right? And then everybody's like, "Oh, what's a black job?" And see that's the thing. See that's the thing that really hurts black people is because we always want to keep up with the Joneses, right?
mm-hmm,
When you look, Polish jobs is police, right? Polish jobs. If you're Polish, you most likely was a police officer or some type of security, or
right.
Irish, right? Back in the day,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So if you were so back in the day, ask your grandparents if you were Irish, was it hard to get a police officer job? Yes, it was. Why? Because Irish people didn't go around saying what is the Irish job? No, they say, okay, look, we gonna close this up, right?
Yeah.
We gonna take this job and we gonna hire other Irish people and we gonna keep it within the family,
Yeah. They got in where they fit in. And then
right?
they made their own niche. Nepotism. That's why you have like
So
the
that's the thing. But black people like, oh, what's a black job? So we acting on brand new instead of saying, okay, bus drivers are a black job, cool. If you're not black, you're not a bus driver. You're not a bus driver in Detroit. If you're not black, you're
right,
not a bus
right.
driver in DC or Atlanta,
Facts. Yep.
right?
Yep.
Because in New York City, if you're not Irish, you ain't a police officer. You ain't a detective back in the day.
You remember that show that came out a while ago called Blue Bloods? You ever seen that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was like three fucking generations of cops.
And they
You
were
know what
all
I'm saying?
Irish,
They all kept it in the fucking family, straight up.
right? They never talked about, oh, what's an Irish job,
No, no. But I
right?
think we've gotten so bougie, or we're so far fucking target that we forget. No, granddaddy was a bus driver, or your
Hmm.
dad was a train driver. You know what I'm saying? Mama was a mailman. We know what the fuck these. We know
Yeah.
what the fuck he meant. Motherfuckers just wanted to be snooty with the shit.
Yeah, and it's okay to move up. It's okay to move up. So if your father was a bus driver, he saved up to send your ass to college. Cool. But there's also other black people that don't got a father that needs that first step. And
Facts.
that's who becomes the next bus driver. So then his kids can move up. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like we man, black people, man, just is sometimes it's hard for us to get the point because even with nursing, right? We know a lot of Filipinos are nurses, right? Why? Because they come over here, they get their nursing degree, then they send money back home to get the other motherfuckers' nurses degrees, right? Now
Yes,
their
sir.
children won't be no, their direct children probably won't be nurses. But nursing will still be fucking Filipino because
Yep.
everybody know this is the step up. So now my kids don't need it anymore, but my neighbors still needs it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And if you
Well,
say, "Oh, most Filipinos are nurses," who they ain't gonna be like, "Oh, what's a Filipino job?" Only
bro,
black people on that bullshit.
bro, like literally, I've been all over the fucking world, and anytime we had to do our physicals and health and welfare checks or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
every hospital we went to that the government sent us to, it was full of Filipino nurses all over.
Goddamn right,
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is what they do. This is what they do.
right,
My G. So
right.
I don't know what all the fucking the fakery is about,
But
but
but bro, they got it on lock because first
they
they
do.
become nurses, now they become nurse supervisors, now they become head nurses, now they got it on lock, right?
Yeah, yeah. They're in charge of
Because
scheduling, staff, and all that good shit. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
because now if your kid want to be a nurse, now they got to fight through the. They got to be cool with a Filipino,
Yeah. Yeah. Get that. It's not about what you know. Sometimes not even who you know, but who knows you. You know what I'm
right?
saying? And if you, being in that right circle can get a hand up sometimes.
Right. And we all know when we talk about lawyers, who we talking about. We all know when you talk about a
Yeah.
lawyer, you know who you're talking about. I've
Mm-hmm.
never once heard them say, "Oh, what's that kind of job?" Only us,
Yeah.
man.
Or don't forget accountants. Accountants.
Yeah, yeah. Well, lawyers, accountants, and doctors. We know. We
Yeah.
know who that. We know who they are.
That specific
That is a
demographic of people.
traditional. You know what job?
Mm-hmm. No bullshit. No bullshit, bro. The
That's why you got to. That's why you got to appreciate Trump, man. Trump, he doesn't do identity politics. You know, is he racist? Well, show me one politician who wasn't racist. You know,
I mean, I think
including Obama, including Obama.
fucking facts. Cause bro, I'm from DC. I know how they get down. You think he's out Obama was out there in the streets, Washington DC shaking fucking hands with the average Negro? Hell no.
No.
You never even saw that dude. At least Trump had the decency to sit down and have a fucking burger at McDonald's type shit. He pulled the old Clinton move.
Hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? He's a
Hmm.
man about the people, about town, in socializing with the people. Versus you see me once, I get elected, boom, I'm gone, never again. You never see me. You would never see Obama on the street. The fucking shit
Never
he
ever.
the last little bit of bullshit he pulled where he was sitting down lecturing that room full of Negroes. I think, but outside of that, I haven't seen him in public before. Not like that. Uh-uh. Nah. No sir. But he still felt like he can tell melanated men what to do. And we were all just gonna bite. Politics is a hell of a fucking thing, dog. The way the direction has gone, it's just disgusting at this point. And I think you're right. What it's in is the death throes of America. It's on its way out, man.
Yeah, yeah. We're at the last leg, especially if she win, man. Bro, between the economy, between the wars, Because at least with Trump, I can confidently say we probably won't go to war.
Yeah. Well, like, and I haven't talked about this part yet, but pretty much well, just in general, the world's on fire right now, bro. You got the UK
Hmm.
putting out Muslims. You have Germany,
Hmm.
Switzerland putting out Muslims. This, what a lot of us didn't know and don't know is those European countries had an influx of Muslim refugees from all over the world that came to their country, the same way we had Spanish folks here in America.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
they are deeply dug in, and after 3 years, 3 to 5 to 10 years of being over that motherfucker, you think somebody's just gonna let you put them out like that, and it ain't gonna be no problems?
Well,
Hell nah.
I think we're about 10 years away, right? Because right now the Spanish people they're going to take away black jobs. They're going to take away black jobs, and they're probably going to take away. They're going to control the nursing. They're going to take over like the public, like busing, subway driver stuff like that. They're going to take over
Yeah,
those
yeah,
type of jobs, right? Trade jobs and licensed jobs like delivery workers, stuff like that, truck driving. And
uh,
between that, and then between automation, right? We're gonna be the first to get hit.
yeah.
But
Well, as far
five five
as
years
far
down the
as far,
road, 5 years
go ahead.
down the road, when it takes when the middle class start getting hit, then that's when you're gonna see the same thing you see in the UK and in Germany. But the difference between that is that the white people in America are much more dangerous because you got those militia dudes with tanks, automatic weapons, miniguns, stuff like that,
Yeah.
right?
No, agreed.
So when they get
Agreed.
fed up, then you know what I mean. Then that's a whole nother thing.
No, I agree. I talked about that before. They don't quite understand how dangerous these country European folks are. You dig what I'm saying? I know what they
Hmm.
do. I had a homeboy from West Virginia. He would bow hunt.
Hmm.
He would bow hunt bear, bro. How many motherfuckers have had a balls to get out there in a tree stand and purposely bait in a bear to kill it with a bow? You know what I'm saying? This ain't
Yeah,
this, this ain't no small creature.
look, man, like that movie said, the most dangerous person in the world is a white man, an American white man.
hmm hmm
Like
hmm
the most dangerous. It ain't the guys in the hood.
Nope.
It ain't the dude on the corner selling whatever. It's that
hmm
dude in the Appalachian Mountains that go bow hunting and can live off the land for 40 weeks and got a whole bunch of militia crew just like him. That is dangerous.
Yeah. You know they have their own economy up there,
Mm-hmm.
literally.
Yeah.
So
Well, they
they
ready.
do a lot of internal trading, so on and so forth. So what fucked up Asheville getting cut off and the world not being able to get in Appalachia, it wouldn't have affected them at all. They would have still been
Man,
mining coal and keeping shit pushing. Just like fuck it. It ain't
so
ain't about nothing that used to struggling and living bad of that bitch.
yeah, like look, militia and preppers, they ready. Right? Because you got you know those prepper channels where
Yeah.
they prepping for this and that, they ready.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are. They are,
Because
bro.
even I do a little bit of prepping, right?
Right, right. Oh shit,
Right,
me too.
but yeah,
My my bu-
but
my bug out bag packed now.
yeah, the only people that's like kind of ready, the only kind of like is probably like Farrakhan because Farrakhan has his own economy also,
Yeah, yeah. Agreed.
right? He
Agreed.
got he got supermarkets, he has farms and stuff like that.
Man, well, between Farrakhan, the Moors, because they do a lot of prepping, a lot of training. They're waiting for shit to go down.
Mm,
But problem is you got to get out of those inner cities and get to those
rural
those
areas, off grid
locations.
areas.
Yeah, those locations, those
Yeah.
compounds. That's the issue, and most people don't see it. Like literally, uh, once the what's left of the middle class gets
Hmm.
taken over by our new Spanish speaking counterparts,
Hmm.
these motherfuckers are gonna lose their minds, Slim. They're gonna lose
Bro,
their
so
mind.
and you know what? And I'm going to call this now. This will happen. Civil unrest, all that is going to happen under Carmella. Watch.
At this juncture, big bro, I kind of want the bitch to win just for this shit to
I don't
burn
want
down a
that
little
to
bit more.
happen, bro. I don't want that to happen.
I'm because I'm tired of the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like I found the best solution is sometimes just to give a bitch what she want. And when she's no longer happy and people are like, oh, this toy ain't shiny no more, then they come back to fucking reality. It's like all that bullshit sound really good about let's elect a woman president. Okay, so you want your president to suck? Who wants a president to suck the dick?
Yeah,
Who wants
but
that? Like
nobody,
no.
nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Like no, no, bro. Like you see that for the past going on damn near 4 years, the broad ain't done nothing as VP. You She doesn't understand like if she lowers the price of gas, that changes the price of milk and all the other goods and resources and services needed to run this bitch. But they've
So
totally damn near destroyed this motherfucker. That group of
yeah, but
people.
I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping because there's a couple of things I still want to do. I'm not ready for a collapse, bro. I'm not ready for a collapse. No, I don't think anybody is. I think very few black people are ready for a collapse.
I agree. I'm not completely ready for it either. But sometimes destruction brings creation. And these
Yeah, but we gonna
motherfuckers
be
are
destroyed. We
terrible.
ain't gonna be the ones. We gonna be destroyed. We ain't gonna be the ones left to create.
I ain't got them coming after us too hard. Not us. Not
No,
us. Nah.
I think, man, I think the first people that's gonna get messed up is blacks, Latinos, and Asians, right? Because we easy pickings. We don't have no. I mean, actually, even if it don't come for us that much, we don't have ways to survive on our own by ourselves.
True. True. I mean, I heard a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not assuming that I'm Superman and I can just survive bullets and starvation. Nah, nah, not at all. But I heard a motherfucker say,
Most of us will die. Most of us will die by starvation.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agreed. One motherfucker said literally that they were ready, so on and so forth. And I just asked a simple question like, "So you make your own bullets?" And he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Do you make your own bullets?" He was like, "No." I'm like, "So that means you'd have to go buy the bullets that you need to fight this revolution you want to have from the same people that you want to have the revolution against." It makes no fucking sense.
well,
So yeah,
I don't think I think the scenario probably looks more like we're fighting on two fronts. We're fighting Russia on one front, and we're fighting Iran on another front, right? Because I think Trump would tell Israel no about going to war. Carmela will say yes, we'll go to war with Israel. Trump will say no.
well, I I think you're right. I don't think she really knows those people over there because if you the moment you get into a situation and you kill or fuck it, I said it, you kill one, well their family has a blood oath from that point on to get rid of your ass, and that
Hmm.
means the fighting never fucking stops.
Right,
So we gonna keep going till we all gone or it's just one left, like Highlander type shit. So her
right,
not reining Israel in is a very bad fucking thing because Israel's a
right,
small little blip in comparison to the rest of that country.
right.
You
So
know what
that's
I
the
mean?
thing, and that's the thing.
They
Like,
have numbers.
and you know how women like to prove that they're tough, right? So she's definitely gonna go in and show how tough she is, and that's gonna be the biggest fall right there.
Well, it's easy to bark like you tough when you're not the one doing the fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a gentleman did an interview with a young lady. That's when he interviewed her, he said, "Yeah, well, under Trump, we didn't have any wars. We didn't have this, that, and the third."
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna say the bitch's response pissed me the fuck off because she said, and I quote, "I like no, exactly,
Well, because Trump told everybody this. Yo, Israel, Taiwan, I'm not helping y'all do shit. Right?
hmm
So you can act up if you want to, but I'm trying to get this paper. Russia, China, I'm not gonna back Israel and Taiwan. But if you come with some bullshit, we can get down if you want to. And
right,
he left
right,
it at that. He left it at that. He put everybody on notice. I'm about this paper, but if you push me, we got that smoke. But
yeah."
you best just go on about your business, everybody.
Well,
Right?
see, hold up. Let me say this. The bra said, "I don't like the fact that we haven't had a war." That's what the bitch said that was being interviewed. This bitch is not. She doesn't expect to be involved in it, to get sucked up and drawn up into it. So for those that don't have to fight the war, they're like,
Mm-hmm.
it's such a bad thing. I guarantee if they changed it so the women can be drafted too, she would have shut her fucking mouth. I've seen war,
Yeah.
and it ain't pretty. It's not some glorious shit when you hearing people die. Like, nah, bro. So for those that don't have to fight it, they're like, oh yeah, let's go. No,
Exactly. Exactly. Because they don't
Kamala,
know what you're talking
staying tough.
about.
Yeah,
Don't know what they're
no,
talking about. And war is gonna make the economy worse, actually.
shit. I
War
tell
is
you,
gonna
I tell you,
because Russia holds 80% of the world's fertilizer. And you need fertilizer to grow your crops,
right,
right?
right,
America
right.
doesn't make enough fertilizer for all of America doesn't make all of it, enough fertilizer for all of the farmers in America. They have to get some fertilizer from either China or Russia,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And so if we war, China's not going to give you fertilizer, and Russia's not going to give you fertilizer. Ukraine and you and we and the there's already a 30% food deficit globally because of Ukraine right now.
Yeah,
That's another reason why there's inflation, right? Because
hold,
thirty
hold up.
percent of the huh?
Can you explain to the listeners and the people that catch the replay um, why so much fertilizer comes from Russia?
I don't know why. I mean, they just make the most,
It's a it's a
right?
it's a it's a byproduct of petroleum production.
Yeah. It's a byproduct, and the region that they just have more of the resources to make it than other places around the world.
Yep.
And US US doesn't make enough to supply all the farmers. And another thing is when they say we war gets you makes a better economy. That is not totally true. War with certain people will get you out of bad economy. But when you're making war with breadbasket countries, that ruins economies. For example, one of the reasons, and I probably say the second biggest reason why we have inflation is because 30% of all the grains in the world comes from Ukraine,
hmm
right? So we have a 30% deficit. Now, why is that important? Everybody knows sunflower oil, right?
hmm
90% of everything you use has sunflower oil in it. Your butter, your processed foods, your makeup, your skincare, your shampoos, uh like everything has sunflower oil. Guess who makes the most sunflower oil in the world?
Who might
Ukraine.
that be? Get the fuck out of
Guess who?
here.
Right. Guess where most of the world gets their sunflower oil for? Ukraine. So butter is expensive. Cakes are expensive. All your processed food is expensive because of the industrial use of sunflower oil. It's not only used for cooking oil, but it has industrial uses. And then on top of that, 30% of the grain in the world is just gone.
Yeah,
Right? So we all know that when you have low supply, high prices. When you have a lot of supply, low prices, right? That's basic economy of scales.
yeah. Well,
Now,
see, the farmer can't farm if they fighting. It's
right.
simple.
And there's yeah, and then and then on top of that, like Russia has some nuclear submarines that guards the port. So the grain can't go nowhere, right? So
Facts.
that's why it's much different than fighting in the Middle East, because oil reserves in Canada, oil reserves in Alaska, and oil reserves in South America.
Yeah. Well, they. I think that the logic was always let's use theirs before we use ours,
Right.
and um, most people don't. The average American citizen has no idea how interdependent we all are on each other. Like,
Right.
yeah, America, we got the best of this, that, and the third, but that sunflower oil, however, is still coming from over there. That
Yeah.
petroleum
So
production produces that fertilizer, which comes from over
right.
there. Like literally, we need them and they need us.
Right.
So yeah,
We like for oil, we're self-reliant. We do not need the Middle East for oil. Actually, we never did, right? They were never the number one supplier of oil. That's why we
right,
could fight and bully all the time, right? Because it was places like China, Russia, Africa who were dependent on Middle Eastern oil. America was never really dependent on that. We brought some, but most of our stuff was brought from Venezuela and Canada, right?
right,
We were never dependent, right? But when it comes to food, right? And see, this is where China is smarter than America. Because when it comes to food, right? The number one producers of food are US is number one, Brazil is number two, uh, and then you got like Thailand, someone else is like number three and number four, and then you have Europe, right? We're the producers of food, right? So the largest economy for us is food, selling weapons and stuff like that, right? But
okay,
the feed for your animals, the fertilizer for your plants, the byproducts that you need. I get that's not really the right word, but the supportive products that you need all comes from overseas. Your
yeah.
additives, stuff like that, right?
I imagine it would be very hard to get those things when the whole fucking country, well, the whole world's on fire right now.
So this is
You know,
why this war is bad. And then
facts.
and see the reason why China and Russia is not hurting, because they're over there in Africa building up the infrastructure so they can get fertilizer, so they can get food, right? Because 60-70% of the whole continent is farmable land.
Yeah,
That's why they're over there. Like
yeah.
Zimbabwe.
A lot of people don't know that Africa's pretty much flat grassland, the majority of it.
Yeah.
So you can farm that shit. You can farm. Africa could feed the whole fucking world, for real.
It
That's
can.
my opinion.
So because right now America and Brazil actually feeds the world, right? The number one producers of chicken export around the world is Brazil, China, and America. The number one producers of export of meat is Brazil, beef is Brazil and America. Fruits and vegetables, America, right? We look at America, America's like number two, number between one, two, and three on all food products and stuff. Like America actually does help feed the world, right?
Mhm.
So that's that's probably their second or third biggest export outside of weapons. But
Okay.
the problem is now you're fighting with people that you need to help produce those produce.
Right. Yet again, that example I gave, motherfucker talking about having a revolution and getting out there and starting a fight. But how you gonna fight with the same people that you got to buy the bullets from? It's not. It's
Right.
never gonna work. It's not a fight
Same.
you can really win.
Right. And the reason why a lot of people died, a reason why a lot of people died during COVID, it wasn't actually disease. They just died from a lot of other things. Why? Because majority of your medicine was produced in China. 90% of all antibiotics is produced in China. 90%.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Japan was like, okay, we're going to move our stuff back. So like all the American brands, 90% of medicine is actually produced in China. Right? So this is why it's not a great idea. It's only a great idea to fight people that you don't depend on, right?
Yeah.
Russia and that's another reason why US and Russia don't fight. Not because of only nuclear weapons, but we depend on them for things. Gold and fertilizer.
You know, I did a job right for a client, and the motherfucker wanted. He just started talking about politics, and the dude, his like, I'm not the most political like I don't keep up on politics like that. But this
Hmm.
guy just started firing off. He was like, "Yeah, you know, Putin's a dumbass, and this, that, and the third, and Kamala's this, and Kamala's that." I said, "What?" And I had to stop him. In the end, I ended up losing that job
Hmm.
because he assumed when he asked me what side I'm voting for, he thought I was gonna be voting for Kamala. I'm like, no, no. This
Yeah.
motherfucker looked at me like I was a fucking traitor. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem?
Gonna
Like,
ruin the
I
country,
can,
man.
huh?
She's gonna ruin the country, man. She's gonna ruin it. She has
Yeah,
no idea. She has no idea what to do.
yeah, bro. Not a fucking clue. Not a clue. She would be a puppet, straight up, like a muppet, with somebody hand up her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if she wins, man, like that's it's a wrap for America, man. It's just a wrap because again, she don't. I mean, again, there's so many intricate things that needs to be done, and that's why Trump is better. Because I'm not saying Trump is better at foreign policy. He's not, but he knows about making money, and he knows that a war is not going to make money. He knows that,
Yeah, yeah,
and she doesn't know that. That's the biggest thing, right? How many people are going to get their lives short shortened because she wants to be tough on stuff? Because remember, she's a prosecutor, right? So her default setting is to be tough, right? So tough
yeah,
on crime. So what does that mean? Okay, we're going to be tough on foreign policy. That's her default setting instead of looking for compromise. The reason I'll let everybody know this right now. The reason why there's BRICS, the reason why China, Russia, South Africa created their own currency is because America kept sanctioning,
yeah,
right? They kept sanctioning these countries, and so these countries like, well, we can't beat America, in hand-to-hand combat. So let's create our own currency that we can trade amongst ourselves, right? And the whole point of a sanction is to isolate that one country. But America started isolating multiple countries. So then those multiple countries got together and started trading amongst themselves. That's why sanctions doesn't work on Russia. Because a
right.
sanction would be like, okay, we're going to sanction Russia and nobody else. But then
Yeah,
they start sanctioning Venezuela, South Africa, stuff like that, right? And so that pushed them to create their own currency.
well, one of the things Vladimir did was he built two big stadium size aquaponics farms, and he
Hmm.
can feed his whole country now. He didn't give a fuck. Fuck your
Yeah,
sanctions. You know what I'm saying? And you need the fertilizer come from here, and Ukraine is in my right, is at my back door. Just let him out.
yeah.
Just
Well,
take that bitch.
Russia has China as a trading partner, and Russia
Yep.
has Africa as a trading partner. And like, see, this is the thing: Russia, China, and India got together and said this: China, you're going to build the infrastructure, right? India built the medical system, right? So if you look at right now, India invests a lot in hospitals and also in pharmaceuticals. Russia is in charge of nuclear power plants, right? So and also military. So Russia helped Malawi kick out France, right? Because they had the Russian military behind them. Russia also is building nuclear power plants in Africa. China's building the infrastructure to move resources around and, of course, out to their own countries. And then you have India with building up medical infrastructure,
Mm,
right?
right.
So Russia is good on food, right? Russia's
Hmm.
good on food, so you can't
Medicine.
starve them out because that's how they lost in the 80s. They were starved out. Russia's not starved out now because they have Africa to feed them, and they got money to trade with China.
Now, Dick, for what you just said, who would have thought that would have ever been a thing? Russians in Africa. They would have just a few years ago.
Hmm.
But he would he Putin was smart enough. He's a chess player. It's about the long term. These are countries that have been
Yeah.
around way longer than the U.S.
Yep.
Way longer. And he said, oh, "Okay, you can have this little victory here, but I'm gonna move over here in silence." You know how many
Mm-hmm.
minerals and resources we use that come from Africa?
Yeah.
Cobalt, so on and so forth. Like, bro, how the fuck did I? I would probably go back to like Obama when he was in office. Russia's
Hmm.
been making these real subtle, low key moves, but ain't nobody stop them or check them or nothing. I remember when
Yeah.
Africom was about to start up. Africom is gonna be like
Military,
what's
right?
this?
U.S. military in Africa.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say that part. But long story short, I remember when that was about to start up back in 2013, and they already started shipping troops over there and building bases. So from
Yeah.
2013 up until now, bro, it's been a while. They've been dug in over
Yeah.
there for a long fucking time.
Yeah, but I
And
mean, how do the local people benefit? Like, at least when China comes, okay, there's roads to drive on and shit. There's buildings and malls to go to shop. You know what I mean? They're giving out $50 billion worth of loans to improve the economy.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? America's just giving us a base.
well, yep,
You know,
well, you're right,
a
you're
base is
right.
though. You know what I mean? See, that's where America. That's where we dropped the ball. That's where we dropped the ball.
No, I agree. I agree. Our hubris and arrogance has gotten it's fine. It's finally gotten us in a position where we fucked up. We fucked up.
Yeah, yeah,
But
we did. We
they don't.
really did.
We don't have people like me and you making the judgment calls. You got people like Hills Up Harris making judgment calls, and
Yeah.
it's,
Do you think she's
it's
gonna win?
amazing to me. I think she, I think she has a chance, and that's the really fucking scary part because I'm still here. I wish I was gone like you, but I think that she has a damn good chance. Something one of the brothers put in the chat on one of the last broadcast I did was they've already started rigging the election. They've already started already, bro.
Yeah.
We
See, I think
finding
I that's what I think. I think they're gonna rig it, bro. I think they're gonna rig it.
yeah, but I foresee the outcome being some shit where these European folks over here, or these people of European descendants lose their fucking mind. They lose their whole complete motherfucking mind and they shit. And then everyone else over here gets reminded how violent these motherfuckers really are. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Kamala's whole position is she's coming from a very protected position. She ain't got to worry about not eating. Nah, she ain't got to worry about not having luxury. You know what I'm saying? In her mind, nigga, I'm good. Nigga, I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
always gonna
man.
be good.
Man, I pray to God. Man, I'm not ready for it, bro. Cause I got family members, right? And I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready, man. I need another like 4 years before I can, you know, deal with her stuff. But if she's in, man, bro, bro, I'm gonna say
Honestly,
it's gonna be hell on earth for black men for sure.
I believe it because, like you said, prosecutor, tough on crime, tough on you
Yeah,
niggas too. Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
and you know how black women are, right?
Hmm.
As soon as she win, who's she gonna target?
Oh, she's already. Oh, she's been doing it, bro. She did a commercial,
Right.
and at the end of the commercial, of her talking about how she gave all this assistance to the people in Asheville. At the ass end of the commercial is a single black mother and her black daughter, and she's hugging up on them and loving up on them. Yeah, I'm here for you. I'm like, bull fucking shit. You know what I'm
No, bro.
saying? Bitch,
What
you
I
never
mean
went
is
there.
this: if Carmella Harris was gonna win, she gonna be mad that black men didn't vote for her like that. And
Yeah,
you know how she gonna get her get back.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah,
But
bro, that's terrifying.
it is. It is. But here's the thing, though. Yet again, I think that honestly, after her making it um, cool to take pop shots at presidents or whatever, she might have something coming her way. Cause it's gonna be a large group of individuals that ain't quite liking who the fuck she is and what the fuck she stand for. Like you mentioned, those militias. You know what I'm saying? It all sound good. It all sound real good until, and people start firing off at your ass. You can't come outside no motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's like she
Bro,
made it okay for you to get the dumping off at the president. She gave all these
nah,
foreigners to
man.
go.
Carmella's gonna get her. Carmella's gonna, because women are vengeful, man. Women are she's gonna get her get back on black men for sure. So black men, if you listen, man, you gotta vote for Trump in droves, because if she wins despite black male vote, she's gonna come to get her get back.
Yeah, I believe it. I
And
believe it.
because there's a difference between anti-black bills and regulation and a president hunting you,
Well, in
right? And black
California,
people
in
don't hunt.
California, and then what she did?
No, I mean, no, she was doing racist stuff for sure, right? But it wasn't out of a vengeful space. It was just out of f you niggas. You know what I mean? It was just kind of
Hmm.
like that. Well, f you niggas. Give them longer time. Okay, cool. They niggas. Don't give them. Don't let them out on time. Cool. They niggas. Who cares, right?
Right, right, right. Ain't nobody checking for that. Fuck them.
Bro, but now she's gonna be like, I'm gonna get you niggas.
I would be surprised if she makes it through 365 days of her first term if she wins without
No,
somebody
she'll
trying
make it.
something.
She'll make it. She'll make it, bro. She'll make it. Because actually, America has to show a female president, because so many female presidents already exist globally, right? And so America has to show progressive that there is a progressive country. Germany, Mexico, Tanzania, Finland, right? There's so many countries that had a female president before America, right? And America is the bastion of progressiveness.
Okay. From what I know, what old girl did in um, California
Mm-hmm.
was lock a bunch of niggas and Spanish folks up. That's what I
Hmm.
that was her claim to fame. So she allowed the system to actively hunt them. If she
Yeah.
becomes president, will she be vengeful? I do agree. Yes, she will. She will.
Yes.
Will she be looking for get back? I believe she will be. Is there anything that she can do to duck the fade coming from all these European motherfuckers that are mad? I don't think so, bro. I don't think something's telling me somebody gonna get her, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I'm not wishing ill on her, but I've been around these people long
Well, I
enough to
mean,
know
no, no, I don't,
what they working with.
because when she was vice president, she had no problems.
Yeah, but she was VP in what title? Pretty much. She wasn't out here doing nothing. Everything she got tasked with doing was an epic fucking fail. Border czar. I was never border czar, bitch. I saw that video. Yes, you were.
Yeah.
Now look at the state of the border now. What? So yeah, I got these European folks trying to do something to her. Cuz I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying they should. But I've been around these motherfuckers long enough to know their nature, know how they get down.
You
And
think
in
so?
certain,
You think so? They're gonna do something?
I got somebody trying something. Here's the reason why. In certain places in certain states, you can own a 50 caliber anti-aircraft gun or a 30 millimeter anti-aircraft gun or mortar
Dang.
launchers and things of that nature. Depends on where you're at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like any other piece of equipment. It could be broken down and put back together and transported. You know, I
Hmm.
don't. The temperature I get from every time I go do a residential service to a commercial service, whenever I encounter these people, they're like anti Kamala but pro Trump. So I think a good portion of so-called white America would feel betrayed. You know what I'm saying? I voted. I did what
Yeah.
I was supposed to. Fuck it. You know how they get. Time to blow this bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Shit like
Yeah.
that. I got them flicking the fuck off because they seem angry, dog. Angry, straight
Yeah.
up. So, but like you said, most dangerous thing in the world is a angry white man, and a whole lot of them are pissed. Not everyone is as progressive as they may pretend to be. Nah, bro. These some angry motherfuckers, and they like this bitch one. They may whisper it, they may not scream it from the heavens, but yeah, yeah. These motherfuckers got guns, they got mortars, they got ammunition. They making something right now and loading that shit extra hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Preparing for this shit. Real talk.
I think she'll be fine. I don't think anything's gonna happen to her per se.
I
Yeah.
I'll tell you like this: if nothing happened to her, it's gonna be hard to start finding applicants to become Secret Service. I'm just saying. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody gonna want that beef. Straight up. The current
Yeah.
agents
Yeah. No.
work off the policy of okay, if something happens, I
But
think
I
it's gonna
think
be
the
when something happens. When, like yeah, when. So, but
I
I don't know,
like
man.
like I think yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's just too hard to say. I just think more line of um. I think more people are voting Carmella. I think the last interview they did together hurt Trump a lot because he came off crazy.
I didn't see that one. I didn't catch
Yeah.
that. What happened exactly?
Well, he was just talking about like how Kamala, who's the border czar, we're letting Haitians in, and then they're eating your cats, your dirt, your cats, your dogs, and eating your chicken. I mean, eating your like birds and stuff like that. So everybody came up and said, "What? Like that's crazy talk, and you're racist, of course." And but he was just saying like, yeah, these immigrants come over here and eat the pigs right out of out of the out of your backyard or whatever. They just come and steal your stuff.
You keep in
And
mind,
he just looked crazy.
I mean, it sounds crazy, but you gotta think like a lot of those folks that are coming from those parts of the world
Hmm.
are familiar with this term called mud cookies. They buy them with their head down, looking down, because all it is some fucking clay that's been dried out in the sun.
Yeah.
You know, and if you give a motherfucker that's been eating mud cookies for the past 2 years the opportunity to get some geese and some quail, I
Yeah.
mean, they looking at that junk like, it's a buffet, my G. We at the buffet. So
Exactly.
it sound crazy, but it all ain't crazy. No. Mm-mm. In fact, there was a documentary on a specific spot that people would go to in the water just to defecate because they didn't have in plumbing inside their homes. So they would go to that one spot to the beach to relieve themselves and then wash themselves and get going about their business. So
Yeah.
it it may sound messed up, but sometimes reality is more messed up for real, for real.
Yeah.
And certain things that sound crazy to us, like who would do that? Ain't
Hmm.
nobody trying to strangle no geese or goose, and run it down and choke it and throw it in the back of the truck. Nah, ain't nobody doing that. No, you wouldn't do that. But a motherfucker that ain't used to that ain't never had that, you just invited him to golden crowd around this bitch. Bond buffet around this bitch.
Yeah.
So I've seen both sides of the fence, man.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully things work out. And but I only see Trump as a one-term president. I don't see him running back to back.
Nah, nah, me neither. After that,
I see him
after
as a
this,
one-time.
if he don't get elected this term, bro, I ain't got him coming back. Because at that point, he's too old and he's too fucking rich, for real, for real. The motherfucker who doesn't need the job, want the job. What is he
Yeah.
like? Damn near 80.
Say again?
So, so what's Trump like? Damn near 80 right now.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
Give me one
I ain't gonna
second,
hold.
please. I gotta step away.
Sure. I'll go ahead and close out, bro. I'll go ahead and close out. You're good.
Okay, cool, cool. Because I need to step away, man. But it's good talking to you.
You too. Good to hear from you, big bro. Much appreciated.
Yeah. All right, man.
All
Take
right.
it easy and be safe.
Peace, brother. Peace. Anyway, y'all brothers be easy. Y'all have a blessed, productive day. Thank you, Hot Sauce, for popping up. It's been a while, Pimpin'. It's been a while. Don't be a stranger. As always, all you brothers are welcome to come up, speak your piece on whatever subject's going on at that point in time that we focus on. But I will say this, man. This shit here, it's a bit of a motherfucker. And I appreciate bro for giving me his view. Even though he all the way in China. He's safe. We ain't, god damn it. He's safe for the moment. We ain't. But much love, Hot Sauce. Peace to you, D, Red Sigma, Gunmetal Guy. Y'all brothers, stay out the way, man. Keep getting your money and staying out the way, bro. It is what the fuck it is. Hearts and minds, fellas. Hearts and minds. Hearts and minds. That's what they want. Hearts and minds. But no change, though. No change. Not for you. Nah, not for you. They give it to everybody else, though. But not you, though. If they can help it. But we're going to get it any goddamn way. Y'all be safe. We out.